Fellow Maxi men, their wives, their families. A special good night to all of you all. We're about to give out awards, and you give out awards when people deserve, because we know we must give honor where it's due. So tonight we want to give out some awards. You think that just pulling that steering every day, you don't do anything, but there's something that you do every day. You go out there and you provide something for the country. You go out there and provide something of upliftment. How many people will be stranded? Sometimes there's not enough Maxis. But we want to give honor tonight. And we want to start off by honoring the Sportsman of the year 2014. And I'd like to call on the President, Mr. Philip, to come and give out this award. And it goes to Mr. Sean Matthew Innes for basketball. So I'd like him to make his way. Apparently he's not here. Okay, we'll go back to that. I want to call on the Honorable Minister Devan Maraj just to give out these awards, sir. You can. And the first one goes to Mr. Edgar Hall, also known as Platts, from Sandy Grande. I see they have the registration number 8CP3334. So Mr. Hall, Edgar Hall. He's not here neither. So we call on Mr. Kenneth Shepard now. Mr. Shepard here? Like he's not here neither. Everybody stay home, they won't know what's tonight. Okay, Mr. Eric Slater. Neither. Mr. Raymond Ashby. He also known as Look Up from La Hakata. So can we welcome him as a driver of the year, one of them. We can do better than that. Give him a round of applause as he comes forward here. Thank you, sir. We now call on Shivanan Rampasad, also known as Rasco Jr. Put your hands together for Mr. Rampasad. Mr. Lakiram Horilla. Can we welcome him? Can we put our hands together for Mr. Hurler? We call it on Mr. Primchan Ramkisoon. Not here neither. So let's give a hand of applause to the drivers of the year 2014. Thank you, Minister. Appreciate it. And we just want to welcome the Minister of Transport, Mr. Cadiz, to give out these few awards, sir. And these awards are going to drivers, owners who have been in this business for 30 years, long service. So we're going to call on Albert Phillip, better known as Flight. He's not here. So we're going to move on to Mr. Albert Winslow. Neither. Mr. Anthony Caesar. So we're going to move on to Mr. Anthony Romani, also known as Tony. Thank you, sir, for your commitment to this industry. And Mr. Anthony Caesar's daughter is here. This is the bus that Mark graduated in. This is his daughter. And his number was HAP 2493. That was the first Maxi that he had. Mr. Romani, who was just here before, his Maxi was HN 8846. So we move on now to Mr. Christopher Surratt, Maranatha. Can you forward, sir? HM 4459. These are the old school. Put your hands together for him. So I want to thank you, Minister Cadiz. Thank you very much, sir. As we call Mr. Hewitt now, please just to come forward and help us with this ceremony of 30 years, long service. Put your hands together for Mr. Hewitt one more time. Thank you, sir. There's a long list of names here, boys. Really, the amount of red band on that road. So we're going to call Clarence Taylor, also known as Soul. No, not here. So we're moving on to Derek Ferreira. HAP 1171. Everybody's saying he still have it going strong. Come on, put your hands together for him one more time. Thank you, Mr. Ferrer. We're going to call Mr. Dindial Passad now. Not here. That's private line, HAD 5607. And we're going to call on Mr. George Carew. Malava. HAO 607. Put your hands together. Mr. Jeffrey Surajlal. It's a green band, he's not here. And we're going to call on Mr. John Bunyan, JB. HAL 9960. Come on, put your hands together for him. Sacrifice, long service, endurance. As Mr. Jonathan Christopher, Step-in Razor, Just Johnny. He's not here neither. He's HAL 8840. Thank you so much, Mr. Hewitt. We appreciate your time.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. We just have a slight interruption for something very important. I would like to call Mr. Albert Leong to the stage, please. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was Mr. Leong's birthday. And this one he know nothing about. He supposed to be the master planner really in this whole event. But I'm sure this one he don't have a clue. Anybody want to guess Mr. Leong's age? Huh? Mr. Leong is crossing a very important milestone. And the Route to Maxi Taxi Association want to help celebrate this milestone with Mr. Leong. Mr. Lau, so we went out and get him a nice big cake. So, Mr. Leong, we're not going to ask you all to sing happy birthday to Mr. Leong, but what I want you to do is that after 3, we're all going to wish Mr. Leong a happy birthday. You can't get none of the man cake. He ain't turned 60 as yet. So let's go. 2, 3. Happy birthday, Albert. So, Mr. Leong, would you like to say anything?
That took me by surprise. Thanks for the good gesture. Also, unfortunately, I can't share that cake with everybody, so I'll have to take it home. I'd just like to say that yesterday was my 60th birthday, and it has been a very challenging time for me over those years. I've been the secretary of the association for the past 18 years. I hope next year they give me a pension. What I would like to say is that, over the last 5 years, I've been involved in organizing this activity. And it was a very challenging occasion to really try to have this event, taking into consideration what we used to have before. But I feel extremely proud to know that we have reached our 5th anniversary. Every year we tend to grow, and hopefully in the near future we'll be able to host this event at an even larger facility. And the time will come when our Maxi taxi operators and owners, in an event like this, that they will invite their passengers, because the passengers are important to our business. Thank you very much.
Before you go, Mr. Leong, I think we have a lovely gift here for you. This is Miss Felicia, one of our employees. Thank you very much.
Okay, moving along with the awards, 30 years long service. We just want to call on Mr. Oronde from NP. Can you give him a round of applause? This is the representative from NP, and NP has sponsored all the awards tonight. So can we give them a round of applause for their sponsorship? Thank you, NP. So we're going to call on Mr. Joseph Mitchell, HAL 9631. He's coming forward. Give him a round of applause. Put our hands together for Mr. Mitchell. So we call on Mr. Junior Samuel. So known as Joey. HAN 5558. Put your hands together. Mr. Samuel. As we call on Kasi Budu Singh. Better known as Casey. HAE 682. Put your hands together for Cassie. As we want to welcome Mr. Kelvin Phillip. Mr. Phillip is not here. We still want to recognize him as Radar HAP 9067. As we call him Mr. Kenny Dwarika. The green band. HAM 7364. Thanks to all the bands, even the green band. 30 years long service. Mr. Dwarika. Mr. Lal Puran. Flash Dance. HAP 4198. Let's put our hands together for him still. Mr. Lenora French, also known as Frenchy, neither here. HL 820. And we want to welcome Mrs. Corby to the podium. Thank you so much, Mr. Rudd, for your service. Thank you, sir. She will assist us with the distribution of these awards. Thanks again to NP for the awards. Let's put our hands together for them. Thank you, Mrs. Corby. So we want to welcome Mr. Peter Mahabia now to the podium, also known as Survival. First Maxi was HAC 1965. He's also my father, so I want to give you a welcome. Put your hands together for him. Actually, it says 30 years long service, but when I was born, he started, and that was 35 years ago. So he's more than 30. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Peter Mahabia. Mr. Ransom Fleming. He's not here. HAN 7164. Let's give him a round of applause. Sir Telesford Ashton. Neither here. HAM 3492. Let's give him a round of applause. Mr. Urban Montrose, also known as Lawrence. HAO 801. Put your hands together for him. Mr. Montrose, also known as Lawrence. We're going to call him Mr. Victor Jackson, also known as Fish. HAN 6104. Put your hands together for Mr. Jackson. We want to invite Mr. Wazir Khan. HAC 3169. 30 years long service, sir. Congratulations. Put our hands together for Mr. Khan. Want to welcome Mr. William Sutherland, also known as Willie. His son is coming to collect it for him. HAP 9108. We're going to call on the president now, Mr. Linus Phillip, also known as Chip. Put your hands together for him. HAD 5642. Put your hands together for him. Thank you, sir. We can't forget Mr. Albert Leong, also known as TJ. HAO 5913. I believe there's a Miss Peterson here to collect the award on Soul's behalf. Let's put our hands together for Soul. I believe Mr. Lal Puran is here now, flash dance. HAP 4198, also known as Shrimps. We just want to find out if the Sportsman of the Year has arrived. Mr. Sean Matthew Innes. Yes, he's here. Put your hands together for him for basketball. Put our hands together. Sportsman of the Year 2014, Mr. Sean Matthew Innes. Basketball. I want to call on the musical serenade to serenade these gentlemen who has been in long service and good drivers. Joash Prime, saxophonist. I don't know all of you personally, but I know that my dad has sacrificed a lot. And I know that the same sacrifice that he gave out, that you all have given out, probably even more. I have gone to bed not seeing my dad, and I have woken up not seeing him, sometimes for months. And I know that you all have made those sacrifices. I want you all to know tonight that you all are special in your family's eyes. You have your representatives here. You have your wives, your children, people that you care about. And you have given out a lot, and don't feel that it's in vain. Thank you to all of you. Thank you, Daddy. I appreciate you. Thank you to all of you. And keep going strong. No matter what people say, you all have done your best. Okay? So let's give them a round of applause. As I want to welcome all of them on stage.